Okay, welcome back, tubers. Anyway, like I was doing with the last video, I had to cut all the ends of these floor rafters out, joists, I'm sorry, and move the beam over because it was kind of a little bit kittywampus. Let me show you here. As you can see, I cut off a whole inch off of this side, and now it's touching, and progressively all the way down here, I took out a little bit more and a little bit more, up to, this is actually 4.5, almost 5 inches I took off. So now, I got to get this beam sucked up, and then I'll get them all nailed down. As it turned out, I realized that, well, the first joist hanger had to come off because it's touching. I didn't have any room to cut the board without running into the hanger. But all the way down, I realized I didn't need to take the nails out of to the beam, just only the ones that came out of the joists. So I took all the ones out of the side, and of course you can see I got a temporary beam in there to hold them up, and then I just slid it over, gave it a couple of whacks, and now it's a whole lot better lined up. Now I like things when they get lined up. There we go. So that's pretty much all taken care of. Under, you can see the wall. You can see my fingers. The wall is hanging in midair. This last one, I didn't take this one out because I didn't need to really, but it's hanging in the air almost a whole inch. Actually, yeah, an inch. But see, now it's got to go up higher. So, because you got, of course, the beam's got to come up, and then the whole floor together has got to come up about, like I said, 4 inches. That's what I did. I slid it down about 4 inches so I can free up everything here. So, there you go. So what I'll do is I'll get the, oh, there it goes. Anyway, I get a 2x4 on top of here, and then I got to leave room for 3/4 of an inch for the subflooring that can go up underneath there. And then I'm just going to raise the whole thing all the way up. So what I got to do is somewhere I've got to put some reinforcing cement blocks, like my cement blocks I got down here. Make a little stack over here and get it all lined up. I want to get that ceiling up. The ceiling's down about 2 inches. I can see it in the attic. So anyway, that's what we're doing. And then I'm going to clean up. Let me show you the wall here. I'm going to clean up the wall here. I've got to take this metal lath off the wall. Get that taken care of today. And then eventually, I'll get this piece of subfloor tucked up underneath and get it all lined up with the wall here and everything. This wall is kind of kittywampus here. I got to get that straightened out and lined up with the rim joist. So again, like I said, baby steps. You know, a little bit here, a little bit there. So, but it's coming along really good. I worked on this last night for several hours, and I was actually working by flashlight because, you know, it gets dark in the house here. I took my solar battery out. I was charging it up because I gotta put another battery with it and get some solar panels and, you know, get that all back up and running again. Oh, light through that window. So anyway, I don't have a whole lot to report today. Like I said, I'm just baby steps. A little here, a little there, get everything all lined up and tacked in, and that's what we're doing. Anyway, I'll come back to you in a little bit. Remodeling this house that I paid $1 for, and we are in the middle of doing lots of baby steps. Whoa, back up. Anyway, like I was saying, there's what I want to do with this bathroom floor here is get it up and level, but I was working on trying to get this subfloor all tucked up into here nice and neat. Let me see if I can get some light on this subject here. This floor was kind of scooched down just a little bit, so I had to put a jack up underneath here, right here above this, right underneath this seam right here. And it gave me the space that I needed to get that rim joist in there. Now I got that rim joist in there finally. I got a little 4-foot section in there, but if you can tell, kind of hard to see, but you see that light right there? See, I'm at about an inch, inch and a quarter, the wall outside of the rim joist here. Well, I mean, I drew a line. You can see it almost. The light's not really showing it that well. I got a pencil line. That goes across here. And I got a long board here, and I just use it as a straight edge. And I'm only out about a 1/4 inch down here on this end. But as I come down here, the wall kind of pitches out a little bit. See, I had to segment it in right here a little bit. And at this point, the wall kind of pitches out a little bit and comes back in. And if you can see the pencil line there, not really. But it's measuring all about almost 1.5 inches. So what I got to do is I got to get on the outside here. I don't have a sledgehammer, but I do have a framing hammer, which is roughly about half of what a sledgehammer can do. Anyway, I can get a 4x4 up against the wall there, or a 2x6 up against the wall there, and smack it a few times and see if I can get this wall to scoot in a little bit, so it's a little bit more in line with being straight with the wall. Anyway, so that's what we're doing today. But things first, I got to do the hard task. Again, I got to crawl up underneath this floor here. There's a little tiny bit of room in there. You know, it's about 1.5 feet, 2 feet off the ground, but I got to scoop my back across the ground there. Oh, gotta get that lighting and go. Anyway, and it's not muddy, but it's damp. You know, I just washed this jacket and I don't feel like getting it all muddy or anything. All right, everybody. I got all set up here. I got to move this wall in about 1 inch. Let me show you kind of what I've been doing here. Got to see the pencil mark. About 1/2 inch away from the wall. And then, of course, down here, it's 1/2 inch also. But right here in the middle, it's 1.5 inches. So what I got to do is pull this wall in a whole inch. So what I've done is I set up my toe jack right there to pick the wall up a little bit. And on the other side of the wall, I've got another 12-ton jack pushing on the wall. I've got tension on it. So let me see. You can't see that line too well, can you? Well, we'll see. We'll see what we can do here. Oh, that's got to be working. Okay. Push that wall in. There you go. Push that wall in. I think it's working. Yeah. That screw is screwed up. All right. It's bent and it's chewed up. It's garbage. Okay, that's good. Be nice if I had a damn garbage. Now, let's get this back up in the air. Yep. Subflooring moved. That's what happened. I got it now. All right. Let's tighten that. Oh. Baby steps. What? Come on, crank it up a little bit. Looks like it's moving in. There it goes. There it goes. All right, here's a cool trick that you guys, if you're struggling with subflooring and you want to tuck it up underneath the wall. Yeah, I've got the wall screwed down to the base plate, and it's screwed down to the subfloor into the rim joist. Everything is screwed together except the rim joist is not screwed down to the plate. Now, I mean the sole plate there, or whatever, the foundation plate. Anyway, so, and I'm still kind of an inch over altogether. So I want to push the whole works all the way over. So here's a neat trick that I just figured out. This is the first sheet that was glued and screwed, and I needed to go over another inch. So what I did, instead of pounding the hell out of it like I did, see how that board's all chewed up? I've been pounding the hell out of it, and it doesn't move very much. So I rigged this up. I got a 2x4 that runs over to the kitchen wall there, and I've been cranking on it. And this is what really worked. Let me get you down here where you can see what's going on. Get my camera turned around here. You can see it. I don't know, can you see it moving? I'm actually going a little bit too far with it now. Okay, so that worked slicker than snot. There's an old term for you. Anyway, so I got that scooted over all the way, and it's exactly where I need it. See where it comes out on the board? I mean, out on the joist over there? That's kind of where I imagined it would be in the first place. So that worked. Oh, there you go. That worked really easy that way. You're letting the pressure of the bottle jack do all the work for you instead of, you know, taking a hammer and slamming the heck out of it. The problem with the slamming it is that it has a tendency to chew up that edge a little bit, and you don't want that. So you want everything to slide nice and easy and everything. So that was the way it worked. I just wanted to show you that, and we'll come back a little later when we get something else achieved here. All right, tubers. I've gotten some house jacks, and I lifted up the wall. It's a total of 8 foot 2 inches, which is perfect for giving me a 2x4 under the wall and 3/4 inch for the subfloor. I can slide it right in there. But I'm just going to be building the wall later. Once I get the floor down, this wall's got to come across, and then it's going to come off of here for the bathroom wall right there. I mean, so I just got done cutting a full sheet of subfloor, 18 inches, so that it lands roughly in the center of the beam there. And I just test fitted it. It's going to go in just fine. And I got to see if my glue is ready to go here. Oh yeah. And this will help it slide a little bit too when I all right. All right. That's good. Get that all scraped off. Yeah. All right. Okay. It's about as flat as it's going to get. really out of my screws here. Ah! Popped out. Ah. All right, there you go, guys. Finally got the entire bathroom floor down, and I am ready to rebuild this wall. Now, I need a 2x4 that's a little bit longer than my 8-footer. I need 8 foot, 8.5 inches. Or, you know, I just might put 2 pieces together. I don't know. I got plenty of support. That's not the issue. All right. So that concludes this video. It took a lot of, like I said, it took a lot of baby steps. And now I'm ready to pick the wall up. Now, what I was going to say a little earlier is I put all these supports in. I got one over there, two of them right here, and then one over here in the doorway. And that's to support the roof, right? Because I've measured exactly from the subfloor to the ceiling joist. It's 8 foot 2 inches. I've measured all around the house. It's 8 foot 2 inches. So I made sure that this gap between the ceiling and the floor is exactly 8 foot 2 inches. And so now when I jack up this beam, everything will go with it. And I could still work on, because I'm down about 4 inches, right? And the hole that I got for the water closet is kind of pressing up on the board. So I got to, well, I got my 20-ton jack underneath there. Let me see if I can manipulate that, and we'll watch this floor go. Okay. Look at that. See that? Downhill. We're going to make this thing flat. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't get under there. All right. Oop. Back in the hole here. Get some leverage on it. Uh-oh, she's going up. Of course, you guys can't see it, but I can feel it. Oh, okay, so now the subfloor is separated from the water closet by 1/4 of an inch. I've got to come up another couple inches. I'm about halfway there. But see, this gap right here stays the same. That's what I wanted to do when I got this all supported here. Let me get a longer piece here. See that? I got almost 1/4 of an inch gap right there. So I can build this wall now. This is tilted, so once I get this back over here, it'll go right on, kind of half and half between the joists and the beam and the subfloor, ties it all together. Now I like this gap, but because once I get this wall put back together, this one here, and this one going this way, then and this one over here, then everything is supported, right? Everything is holding the ceiling up. It's gonna settle down on the joist and the beam and everything, and everybody's happy. So, okay, like I said, this is the end of this one. If you like what I'm doing, feel free to, like and subscribe. Throw me a comment if you got something to say. I love answering those things. And I've had some pretty good questions along the way. So, this is good for today. Signing off. We'll see you on the next one.